Hello, hello. It's Naveen with Naveen's Cuisine. Happy New Year's Eve day. And yesterday I prepared the meal for tonight. We're going to go over that later. But right now I'm preparing breakfast for tomorrow, New Year's Day. And I'm making a mushroom leek bacon quiche. So I used frozen pie crust, but you can also make your own. You can look for the recipe pie crust or pâte brisée, which is basically flour, butter, and iced water. So I have this pan here that I'm gonna use. I love this pan. I've had that for over 30 years, and it's about 8 inches in diameter. So I'm gonna pick the dough, the pastry, and gently roll it on the rolling pin. Yay! Oh! Boy, I sound like Julia Child now. Getting a little klutzy and clumsy. Yay! Success! So we're gonna roll it in here. And kind of spread it to the sides to get a nice fluted edge, since the pan already has a fluted edge. So it kind of shapes it really well. Make sure it's kind of cool to the touch so it doesn't fall apart from you while you're stretching it and rolling it out and into the pan. Next, we're gonna get the filling going. So I've got some beautiful baby Bella. I say about 1.5 pounds. Gonna take the stems off. You don't have to throw it out because we can chop it and add it to the mix. With mushroom, remember, you cannot wash mushrooms. They're spongy and they will retain the water, and it's just too messy. What is everybody doing New Year's Eve? I'm having a Greek themed dinner tonight, watching the Big Apple fall, having some prosecco with some pomegranate juice. It's wonderful together. And we're keeping it nice and safe, just us here at home. No friends, nobody from the outside. It's been a crazy year and we just want to be careful. I'm gonna slice it up. So we sliced up the Bella mushrooms, and now it's time to slice the leeks. So I took the the top off, and also took all the greens that got chopped up. We don't need that. And we're gonna go across and make little slices. And leeks are fantastic vegetables. They're from the onion family, so no wonder they have this wonderful smell when you cook and taste in foods. A lot of French cooking. Vichyssoise soup. It's leek and potato. And they're just wonderful. Just be careful there isn't any dirt. Sometimes the dirt gets caught in these layers. I usually soak them in water. If there's any dirt in there, it gets released. These guys are really clean here. forget to chop 5 strips of bacon already cooked, pat it dry from the grease. Bacon adds so much flavor to any food because of that smoky taste and smell. So it's really good to add it to a quiche. Kind of boosts that wonderful smell and taste of a quiche. So for the filling, I have a wide saute pan with about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm gonna add my chopped bacon. Let it sizzle for a while. Then I will add my leeks. This is going to be a fantastic quiche, so flavorful. The bella mushrooms are very meaty. They're wonderful for vegans. Has that same sense of meat. And then we got these wonderful leeks and chopped bacon. We're gonna saute until the mushrooms and the leeks get soft and add it to our wonderful quiche. All coming together so nicely, and the aroma is filling the air already. So we got the sliced leeks, mushrooms, bella mushrooms, or any other mushrooms you like, and some chopped bacon. And I threw in a pinch of black pepper and sea salt. I'm just waiting for it to cook just a little bit more. So now we're gonna get the cream filling to pour over the vegetables on the quiche. And I got 2 cups of milk, cream, and I have 3 eggs, shelled of course, and I already put enough salt and pepper in the vegetables when I was cooking them. So I'm just going to leave it alone so it's not too salty, because the bacon also has salt. So this is my heavy cream. You can use milk or half and half also, but the heavy cream really gives it a nice creamy texture and taste. Beautiful. So 2 cups of heavy cream or milk and 3 eggs. If you're using milk, then use 4 eggs. The cream kind of fills in a little bit. Also, another hint, once you put the pie crust in here, in the pan, put it in the fridge again so it stays nice and cool while you're getting everything else ready. So here's that glorious vegetable and bacon that we cooked. We're gonna start putting it in the pie crust, which again you can either make it yourself or get it frozen. I picked frozen today just because I have so much to do. So basically you're spreading it out at the bottom of the pan. And for pâte brisée, which is pie crust, a very simple recipe is 1 cup flour, 1 stick of butter cut in, sliced up. You put them in the blender until it kind of mixes well, the flour and the butter. And then you have on hand a cup of iced water, really cold, and you start adding some of that as the flour and butter are mixing until the right consistency, when you know kind of all looks blended well and forms a ball. And of course, you're gonna have some flour in hand. So when you're rolling it out or touching it, it gets a little sticky. So the flour, of course, will take care of that. Look at that. Vegetables are in. We're gonna pour in the cream and egg mix all around, so it kind of goes everywhere. Beautiful. And I have 1 cup of shredded Gruyere. I'm gonna pour, just kind of sprinkling on top. Meantime, I got my oven going at 350 degrees. And boy, would that be a beautiful New Year's Day breakfast brunch. Maybe I'll make something else next to it. I'm not really sure. Voila. Ready to go in the oven.